Hello everyone, it's me, Samuel Taylor Ackroyd, and welcome to this video that, if I'm being honest with you, I did not expect to be making, but here I am making this video. On the 16th of March this year, 2025, my YouTube channel managed to reach the milestone of 1,000 subscribers, which I'm very, very grateful, excited, and I'm very, very happy about. And I can't thank you all enough for helping me reach this milestone. Even though I've had this channel for the last 6 years, and obviously 6 years is not exactly a very quick amount of time to reach the 1,000 subscriber milestone, I honestly could not care less about how long this channel has been going for, or how long it takes me to reach a certain milestone. I'm just happy that I was able to reach this milestone, and it's all thanks to all of you, my viewers and my subscribers. So thank you all so much for that. When I started this YouTube channel back on the 18th of March 2019, when I was only 14 years old, I did not think that this many people would care about my YouTube channel or myself, or even be interested in watching any of my videos, especially since quite a few of my early videos from like 2020 and 2021 weren't exactly the best. But I've learned through trial and error, and I've worked on improving the quality and quantity of my videos as time has progressed, and now here I am at the 1,000 subscriber milestone. So thank you all so much for that. Now, I know sometimes I am quite inconsistent on YouTube. Sometimes I might not upload a video for a few weeks or even a few months. There are times where I have literally gone 4, 5, 6 months with no upload. But honestly, as you get older, life just gets in the way sometimes because of work and other aspects of your life that you need to focus on, because YouTube is just a hobby. It's not my job. I've never considered it to be my job, nor do I intend on making it my job. For me, YouTube is just a hobby, and I'm not all that bothered if I can't make a living off of this YouTube channel, because, as I've said already, this is just a hobby for me. Traveling all over the world is just a hobby. Making these videos is just a hobby. It's not something that I do for a living, nor do I intend on making it my living. I intend just to keep this as my hobby. Now, for those of you who have stuck around for the last few years will see that I've definitely been on some very exciting adventures to places like Stockholm in Sweden, when I stayed at the Jumbo Stay back in April 2022, when I went over there with my dad for a couple of nights, which was a Christmas/birthday present from him to me, so that way I can go over to Sweden with him and make the video at the Jumbo Stay, as well as my first batch of trip reports. So that trip will definitely always have a special place in my heart, as it was my first trip series I ever made, as well as making videos at airports like London Heathrow, Amsterdam Schiphol, Frankfurt, and of course back in March 2023, so about 2 years ago now, I travelled on a Lufthansa Boeing 747-400 to New York City and stayed there for a few nights and made videos at places like the TWA Hotel, and that was my very first trip going intercontinental by myself. So for that reason, that trip will always have a special place in my heart, especially since I flew there on board my favorite aircraft type, the Boeing 747. Speaking of which, I do have some more videos, such as takeoffs and landing videos and trip reports on some more Boeing 747s. As some of you probably know already, last month in February, I traveled all the way to Los Angeles, California on board one of Lufthansa's Boeing 747-8s. I stayed in Los Angeles for a week, did a bit of plane spotting, more on that in a bit, and then I flew back to Edinburgh via Washington Dulles and Frankfurt on board a United 787-9 Dreamliner and the Boeing 747-400 in the upper deck. So I'm very, very excited to release that trip report, as that was my very first time traveling in the upper deck of a 747 and also my very first time flying in business class. So definitely stay tuned on my channel for that trip report, which will be out at some point this year. Can't exactly give an exact date, just because I've got other aspects of my life, such as work and having a social life and my family and that sort of stuff to focus on. And I have plenty more adventures to come on this channel. I actually already have my next trip to the United States booked for September. I'll be flying out to Boston and Atlanta on board one of Lufthansa's Airbus A340-600s, and I'll be flying back to the United Kingdom through Frankfurt and New York's JFK Airport on board another Lufthansa 747-400. And during that trip, I will also be flying on board one of Delta Airlines' Boeing 757-200s and a couple of their Boeing 717s, which is some of the last aircraft that is part of the DC-9 fleet to still be flying. So definitely stay tuned on my channel for all those trip reports and all the upcoming plane spotting videos from that trip. I'm super excited for that trip, as well as all the other trips to come in the coming years. Now back to the topic of reaching 1,000 subscribers. Once again, thank you all so much for helping me reach this milestone. It makes me so happy that 1,000 of you have taken the time to watch my videos and subscribe to my channel, and I'm so glad that you all enjoy them. All the comments that I get on all my videos saying how good the video was and how much they enjoyed it, and saying things like, you know what, this video has made me want to go and travel to this particular place that you have visited and check it out for myself. It makes me so happy to see people comment stuff like that. And I'm so glad that I have the fans and the subscribers that I have, and I'm also so glad to have the friends that I have who have stuck with me over the last few years and who have also been featured on my channel. You guys know who you are, and I'm so glad to be able to call you guys my friends, and thank you so much to you guys for sticking with me, as well as to you guys, my subscribers, for sticking with me for the last 6 years. When I started this YouTube channel 6 years ago, I was only 14 years old, and you know, you can do the maths. I am now 20 years old. Now, even though life is getting in the way sometimes because you know, I've got a full-time job because well, I'm an adult now, so obviously I need to be able to make an income so that way I can be able to go across to various parts of the world and make the videos that I make, even if my content does become a little bit more inconsistent. It will definitely be worth the wait to see all the videos that I have coming in the future. I still have quite a big backlog of videos that I do need to get uploaded, videos from 2024 that are still yet to be published. It's mainly the trip reports that just need to be finished, and then I am able to upload the series of videos that I've made on those trips. Now, the topic of my videos brings me on to the next thing I want to say, which is that I recently got myself a new camcorder, which I'm using right now to film this video. The camcorder that I'm using now is the Panasonic HC V380 camcorder. For the last 6 years, I had been using the Panasonic HC V180 camcorder. However, while I was plane spotting at Los Angeles International Airport last month in February, unfortunately, my camcorder broke because it kept on going out of focus, and also the screen wasn't working properly. It wasn't showing the preview or anything like that, and it also wasn't even taking videos properly. However, after a couple of weeks of having it switched off and having this camcorder, somehow it ended up fixing itself. However, because what happened at LAX was not the first time it happened, I've kind of lost trust in my old camcorder, and therefore I will not be using it, and instead I will be using this camcorder, the Panasonic HC V380 camcorder. Now, it doesn't really surprise me that my old camcorder stopped working properly because, well, the model of it came out in January 2016, so over 9 years ago now, and I've had that camcorder since my 14th birthday back in February 2019, so I've had it for over 6 years now, and 6 years is pretty good. And considering how much I've used that camcorder in the last 6 years, it doesn't surprise me that it ended up coming to this. However, it has lasted me for the last 6 years, and which means that it has lasted throughout my time here on YouTube. And now that I have reached the milestone of 1,000 subscribers, this new camcorder can basically be part of the new chapter of my YouTube channel, I guess you can call this, since I've managed to reach this incredible milestone. Now, one more quick thing before I end this video is that I would just like to mention one of the trips that I forgot to mention earlier, which will actually be in a couple of days from now. So in a couple of days from now, at the end of this month actually, March 2025, I will be flying out to Frankfurt with Lufthansa on board one of their Airbus A319s. And then I will be connecting on to Gran Canaria in the Canary Islands with Condor on board none other than the Boeing 757-300. And this might end up being the only opportunity that I get to fly on board the 757-300ER, as they are now in the retirement phase, and in fact they are supposed to be getting retired after summer this year, 2025, so there's only a couple months left if you haven't already gotten yourself on board one. Sorry if you can hear all the birds in the background. I'm currently sitting in the woods right now, so there's a lot of birds all over the place, so I'm sorry if the birds are interfering with the video a bit. And then once I've landed in Gran Canaria, I will have a couple of hours at Gran Canaria Airport before flying back up to Edinburgh with Ryanair on board one of their Boeing 737 MAX 8-200 aircraft. So it's definitely going to be a very long day of flying, but it will definitely be worth it to fly on board the 757-300, especially since I have actually booked a seat with an amazing view of the Rolls-Royce RB211 engines. So I am obviously very, very excited to share the videos from that day trip that I have coming up in roughly a week from now. And with that, I think that pretty much wraps up this video, as I've said basically everything that I've wanted to say. Once again, thank you all so much for 1,000 subscribers. I'm so glad that this many people have taken the time to subscribe to my channel and check out all the videos that I've made on trips that I have taken, all the plane spotting videos, all the trip reports, the takeoffs and landing videos, all the vlogs that I've made at aviation related places I visit. There will be plenty of more of those to come in the coming years, and I'm super excited to be able to have the opportunities that I have had in order to make the videos that I've made already, as well as the future videos that I intend on making. And also thanks so much to all the friends that I've had throughout my time on YouTube. A lot of them have been featured in videos over the years on my channel, and no doubt they will end up being featured in more videos throughout the years. So thank you all so much for watching this 1,000 subscriber and channel update video, and I will see you all in the next video whenever it comes out. Bye.